Welcome back, folks. I'm glad you can join me at SteenSmokeHouse. Most things in life that we plan happen twice. They happen once when we plan them, and they happen another time when we do them. I've always loved ribs, and our pit barrel ribs are always good. I've cooked different styles of ribs and so forth, but I've never cooked Asian style ribs. Often when you get Asian barbecue, when I do, or Asian takeout, they throw a couple ribs in there and they're particularly tasty, but they're not particularly tender. And I've got some beautiful thick pork loin baby backs that Justin over at Texas Slab sold me a couple days ago, and those things would be perfect for some Asian style ribs and our traditional pit barrel style ribs. So I want to welcome you back again, and in a moment I'm going to show you the ingredients for our cook today. When I went over to my meat market the other day, I was thinking, man, I haven't done ribs for a while. That sounded really good. So Justin sold me a couple racks of these pork loin back ribs. And these are really thick. They've got a lot of meat on them, and they'll be really good in the pit barrel cooker. I wanted to do an Asian inspired recipe, so I started browsing around, and if you've ever had Asian takeout where they throw a couple ribs in there, they have a unique flavor, and that's what I'm trying to duplicate. I'm also going to cook a regular rack of traditional ribs like we usually cook in the pit barrel, and just for a backup in case these don't come out quite the way I want to. So to prepare the Asian ribs, we're going to use a little bit of food coloring, Chinese 5-spice, pink Himalayan salt, brown sugar. To baste it, we're going to use ketchup, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, rice vinegar, and we're going to mix a little brown sugar in with it. So I'm going to get the ribs ready to cook, and I'll be back with you in a few. Our pit barrel ribs are back here. Pit barrel cooker, all-purpose pit rub. I like to put a layer of Charlie Vergos famous seasoning on it. I love this stuff. Grill Mates pork rub. Then I lightly sprinkle both of them with brown sugar. As you can see, these are going to be the Asian inspired ribs. Of course, those are our regular pit barrel ribs. This has got that pink Himalayan salt on it and some 5-spice, the red food coloring. That's it. So this is, I've never made these before, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they come out. They look pretty, and they're really red. Food coloring, just a few drops goes a very long way. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let these rest in the refrigerator for a while. Then we're going to fire up the old pit barrel and see what happens.
Our ribs have been resting in the fridge, and now they're getting a little suntan, and then they're going in the pit barrel cooker.
I'm going to add one large chunk of pecan wood and lock it down and let it roll. Since these ribs are vastly different, one's barbecue and one's Asian, I'm going to baste them with two different sauces. So our basting sauce for the pit barrel ribs is going to be real simple. KC Masterpiece Classic and Sriracha hot chili sauce. You have to be careful with this stuff. I've mentioned that before, but it's really, really hot. And once you put it in, you can't take it out. We're going to put about a cup or so of the KC Masterpiece. Then I'm just going to kind of squirt a little bit of the Sriracha on top of it. and then blend it all up, and that's what we're going to use on the pit barrel ribs. Our Asian basting sauce is a little more complex. I'm going to put about a cup or maybe a little bit more of ketchup in it. We're going to add probably an ounce or so of soy sauce, probably another ounce and a half of hoisin sauce. Hoisin's pretty strong too. Then probably about 3 or 4 ounces of rice vinegar, and to give it some body, we're going to add some brown sugar to it. Probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons. I'm going to mix all this up and then reduce it a little bit, and that's what we use to baste our Asian ribs. Perfect. As usual, the pit barrel cooker does not disappoint. These are our Asian ribs, as you can tell, and these are our PVC ribs that we usually cook. They're both baby backs. They're both really thick loin ribs. Lots of meat on them. So, I'm going to give our Asian ones a taste first. Oh my goodness. These have the flavor exactly what I was trying to do. They have the color. This is so good. It's awesome. I really think it's a 5-spice. Some of the basting stuff, the color's really cool. The food coloring, I don't think really has any flavor at all, but man, these are good. All right, looks good. Big, thick loin rib. Let's see what it tastes like. Perfect. Awesome. You know, we talk about fall of the bone, but you want some texture and you want to leave bite marks. This is absolutely perfect. Wow. Incredible. So on your left, my left, regular pit barrel cooker ribs. On the right are Asian, kind of like char siu style ribs. I'm telling you folks, these things are so good. They just melt in your mouth good. And I cooked them both at the same time. For the same time, I just seasoned them differently. So if you guys are on the fence about getting a pit barrel cooker and you want to do amazing stuff, do it. You can buy it from SteenSmokeHouse. There's a link on my show more. Click on it. It costs you no more. It helps my channel grow. But I'm telling you, you probably haven't tasted ribs like this. And I know I haven't. These are amazing, amazing good stuff. Thank you so much. See you next time on SteenSmokeHouse.
And thanks again to Scott and Justin and the folks at Texas Labs.